am Skyler.
And I'm Amber, Fast and Coaching Cosplay, and tonight we are watching you guys Breaking Bad, episode 8 of season 3. Last episode, we got... Yeah, I see the people too.
I see you.
Last episode, we got 1 minute and Hank is being shot by the twins.
Several times. He managed to like kill at least one of them. From the thumbnail, it looks like there's one who survived, but he got crushed in between a few cars, so...
Yeah,
I mean, I expected
he might
him...
be paraplegic right now.
Yeah, I expected him to be dead, so... Anyway. Pretty sure that Hank is still alive, like I don't think they will kill him off screen like that, but
who knows with that show, seriously.
I want to give him a chance to be okay. Just for this episode, at least. Other than that, Jesse is going back to work with Walter. Yeah. He accepted the deal after Walter said, basically told him that your math is just as good as mine. Jesse is like, oh, fuck, it's sarcasm. I will never be able to do that thing. Like the only time I am worth something is when I work with that guy. So I'm gonna go back with them. He's fucked up. They're all fucked up.
We are fucked up on watching
it
that
makes
show.
us so sad.
Yeah.
Alright, with that said, I see you. I don't know what that's about. I expect to see the guys start working together and deal with what happened to Hank. So let's find out.
Alright.
Let's go! Is that Hank?
I think, yeah. Or maybe one of the twins. Who knows?
We found 4. Shoulder, hip, through, right lung and lower left.
Yeah, you recognize him, right? Shit.
Let's get him 2 grams of oxygen. Let's just heat my blood. 7.
At least he's alive!
Barely? How are you gonna react?
I mean, that's the guy you wanted to destroy. He's so in shock.
It's messed up.
I will be too.
How you feeling? You okay? Actually, I'm great.
No. As much as I like to see that, I cannot get behind. I'm pretty sure in his head he's like, karma's a bitch. You beat me up, you get shot. You deserve this. Like, in his head, he thinks it's justified. As much as I love him and I hate what Hank did to him, I don't agree. I love Hank too much now, sorry.
I thought things are going...
I don't think either of us would necessarily benefit from a prolonged... yeah, so... yeah.
He doesn't know what to say because there is no reason.
You're a fine chemist, really, with a promising future. It's just that that we just have different rhythms, Gail. It's
I pity that guy.
Well, I would be too.
shit.
No,
Man,
no.
this is a ball.
It's like not the right time.
My replacement. I'm out and he's in.
What's up, partner?
Oh no!
Oh, fuck. They could
I
have
can't
worked.
believe
This is my
it.
replacement.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
This
no.
makes no
Sense.
sense.
I agree. Look at his face, that's the story. And the guy is looking at the reason too, you know?
There's a lot to show you. Some new techniques to learn.
What, now?
Yes, now.
You haven't talked to anybody today other than, you know, Captain Nerd there.
Why?
Your brother-in-law.
What about him?
At least he tells him and stuff. Good.
Can you tell us anything? Any details?
Right now, all we know is 2 men ambushed Hank. They didn't have any ID on them, probably Mexican nationals. Their tattoos indicated an affiliation with a drug cartel.
Really?
Why did they attack Hank? Where are they? I mean, did they...
Hank got both of them. He killed one outright, and the other one's upstairs in critical condition. We're brother-in-law's one tough son of a bitch.
I agree.
Without. Considering he didn't even have his gun.
And by the way, he made the trip pretty fast. Or maybe he didn't leave yet.
If you would have all listened to him right from the start and let him arrest that little degenerate, he wouldn't have had to take things into his own hands, and he would have had a gun and could have defended himself.
Even with a gun, that would have ended the same way.
What kind of partner are you? You were supposed to back him up, and where were you? Where were you?
And El Paso.
She's just really mad.
I know.
You're supposed to protect your agents instead of taking their guns, not supporting them, not backing them up when they're...
Marie, honey.
I mean, she has a right to be very angry.
You are not welcome here. The DEA is not welcome here.
Once she calms down, maybe it's gonna be okay, but right now we can't expect anything from her. She can't think rationally, not in this situation.
It's not just them. It's you, Walt. This Pinkman Hank was looking for. Hank would have never even heard his name if you hadn't bought marijuana from him.
Marie.
Did you ever think about that, Walt? Do you?
Well, in that case, she's not that wrong.
And you're looking for someone to blame, and it's understandable, but don't blame Walt. It's not his fault.
She's backing him up. And I mean, she has reasons not to. Especially since in that case, it is really because of him.
It's Hank.
I don't know how I would react to something like this. Especially like that moment when you don't know what's gonna happen.
He won't have a lot of time to cook his next batch.
I don't know if Jesse's doing anything, but
I don't think he knows how the new...
I mean, I don't want to be
works.
mean, but it's Gus who sent them after Hank, so...
Hello!
What the fuck are you doing? I think he's still high on pain medication.
He didn't take pain medication.
Oh, that's true. He doesn't want to go back to his
He's just
old
enjoying
attitude.
I think he's just enjoying the fact that they have this place. But he doesn't know how it works.
Whatever. I'll just cook on my own.
You will do no such thing.
Why not?
Well, for starters, you aren't the least bit familiar with any of the equipment.
There's gotta be some sort of manual, right? And I can read.
Jesse, touch nothing. To sit patiently and wait. I will be there as soon as I can. Thank you very much for your kind words.
I wonder if he has access to cameras and stuff to the lab.
Of course he does.
Yes?
¿Qué carajos está pasando allá?
They attacked the DEA agent. Why would they do that?
Because he told them.
¿Ya no te gusta hablar español? ¿Eh?
Someone gave the go-ahead.
Are you accusing me?
He's playing manipulative a bit.
I am not in the habit of picking my own pocket.
We lay low for the time being. We lay low, and then we get the real story from my man who survived.
Your man is in custody.
Dios bendiga America. He's innocent until proven guilty, correct? I'll get him the best lawyer.
If he manages to tell, Gus is gonna be in trouble.
You got that kind of close.
The guy who shot him, the one that's left, he's up there, got the painkillers going on, resting comfortably.
Your tax dollars at work.
You gotta see what Hank did to that bastard. Want to see?
I get why they're feeling like this, but it's so morbid to freak out over like the wounds of another guy, even if he's the one who attacked your friend.
Comfortable, you piece of shit.
Oh my god, he's been amputated.
He's gonna note that it was the guy that he was supposed to go after. Whoopsie.
I wonder why they amputated him there, though. It's his midsection that got taken. He's clearly looking at Walter, so,
Could you please leave? Oh, shit. Oh my god, but those twins are as hard and steel, guys.
They're probably putting all the blame on him. If they had gone after him like promised. Holy shit! He's just hanging out.
What can he do?
I know. He's just having fun, which is really funny in this episode. Don't do anything stupid. Come on, Jesse. What are you doing?
He's really a blowfish!
Yes. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god, he's gonna get shot.
No, but he's gonna tell. He's gonna tell Gus.
He needs to wait for Walter.
Because I mean, as soon as he knows how it works, he's gonna be okay. But
Yeah, as soon as he knows. But in the meantime, Gus won't be happy. His employees won't be happy.
We're not going to be able to keep our schedule this week. But not for a lack of trying. Gail really screwed us up.
no.
I mean, not on purpose, of course, but he set us way back, and we've been playing catch up ever since. And
Why don't you just say that your brother has been shot?
Gus knows what happened.
calibrated correctly. We will have 400 pounds for you by next week.
I have your word on that.
You do. You have my word on that.
Well, but now you know that you lied to him. You want to appreciate that.
I mean, like I said several times, this is a business guy.
What's like to put his hand right on the fire is... Yeah, he's not happy. He's gonna... My man lied to me.
He probably knows about Hank, because he's the one who sent the guys after
Of course
him.
he knows.
So he probably also knows that Walter is not in the lab because of that.
Food's here.
Hey, you like pollos hermanos?
Oh my gosh!
On occasion.
Marta's a big booster for the DEA. You heard what happened? He's gonna feed every cop in the building.
Gus knows.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And apparently he's bringing it by
There's
personally.
there's a hidden
He's reading
message.
by himself.
There's a totally hidden message there. But I mean, of course, hidden since he's the one.
That's really not hidden.
But since
Right
he's
in
the
the
one,
open.
he's the one who sent them after Hank, and he met Hank. Maybe it's
Delicious.
it's part gesture and part. I know what you did. I know what happened.
Thank you.
But yeah, you were right. It's not very subtle.
Oh, no, it's not necessary.
No, I think it would be the same if you just had already done. I know what you did
Last
a
summer.
couple of hours ago.
You know,
Being here is this some sort of message?
I'm supporting my community. I hide in plain sight, same as you. Are we done?
No, listen, this attack on my brother-in-law, I don't understand it. I don't know what it means. Please, if you have some knowledge that you can share with me.
I put them on his trail because I want to save your ass. It's fine for you?
I'm sure they'll be fine. I am told the assassin that survived is gravely injured. It's doubtful he'll live. Now, thank me and shake my hand.
Please.
Follow the instructions. I'm handling this.
thank you again. You're quite welcome, Mr.
I mean, he's covering his own ass too. If the other guy talks,
Yeah.
what did he do though?
I think he poisoned the chicken.
No. Ah, He already took care of it.
Of course he did.
2, 3. All right. Stopping compressions. Time.
8:43.
Time of death.
Now, who's gonna talk again? Gus now.
No one.
Burn in hell, you piece of shit.
Oh, he's just over there.
Holy shit. They're so dangerous. Like never, ever, ever cross Gus.
I think you're behind all this.
Why would I do this? How would it serve me? That's the part I'm trying to figure out. Go off on your own, maybe?
One DEA gets shot, all of Washington starts barking. The DF suddenly has to put on a big show, and I wind up with federales in my rose bushes. And just for a while. My brother's a police chief. I got connections. They'll get me through. And when I get proof, and the others find out what you've done,
Oh shit.
maybe we come pay you a visit.
Holy shit.
Maybe we come. ¿Qué es eso?
Is he actually taking them down too?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yes, he did.
Holy shit.
One of my brothers too is in the police in Mexico.
How many connections does he have?
1 million.
And he's so... I mean, we already knew he was too calm to be, like, safe, you know?
A man that is calm is a man that knows that he's got the power to do what he wants to do. And it's
I
gonna
get
be done
I
the way
get
he
the level
wants it.
50 now. I get the level 50.
Only 50? I'm gonna give you 100.
That man who's always so loud and stuff, now he's just...
Leaping.
Yeah. No. Oh. I like that, really enough, they made us wait as well to see him. The wait is worse than what we actually see, and we don't even get to see his face.
No. Not
I like
one
also
second.
the gesture of just covering the hand that's been hurt because of
Bruised, yeah.
Jesse. It's like I'm taking care of your injuries. Like I'll always be there to support you, or covering stuff. We always know that she's the type of character that covers up the problems. You know, she puts on that weird mask. She uses fake stuff, and that's not fake. It's all but fake. He really is like in a critical condition, and I mean now she's being tested, which is interesting with that character because she's never faced the problems before. When her sister went to her and said like, "Oh, you're shoplifting," she ignored it to the very end. So now she needs to face it, and she tried like to nitpick at whatever was around her because she couldn't deal with the stress. You know, finding the cutlery dirty and stuff. There was nothing to see there, but she's so...
Water spot. We got that every single time. If
Yeah.
you don't... But technically, you do got them if you don't dry them correctly, but...
Yeah, but I mean, it happens. It's just that she was looking at anything that was making her stress out. Because, I mean, if they don't take care of that, well, what's telling me that they take care of my husband? Like, what's telling me that the instruments that they use are, you know, safe for the surgery and stuff. So in a way, I'm glad that Walter took things into his own hands, even though he kind of diverted it a little bit, like during his speech. I think she needed to be focused on something else. Like she needed to be taken away from the problems and be said, "Hey, listen to me. There's my story." You know, she needed to calm down a little bit, and I'm really glad that she had the support. Gus! He is very dangerous. All he did in that episode was to cover his ass. He knew that if one of the guys talked, he was finished. So he took care of him. And then after that, he knew that they wouldn't stop there. So he not only did he take the guy out, he took the whole cartel, or at least the boss, with them. He didn't even have to move. Like... He's so powerful. But
is.
I mean, right now they're both working with him, so I guess it's okay. But they already crossed him once by not giving him what they promised they would give him, which is the 200 pounds batch from this week. So that's one strike. Like, I wonder what's gonna happen when they cross the line. Because, I mean, he's ready to do a lot of stuff, you know, to cover himself up. And if they put him in danger...
I don't think he will back up from hurting the family members if they cross him again.
Or at least threatening them. It's business. So if he ever ends up in danger of losing his business in any way possible, he's gonna act. Right now, having Jesse was a huge, you know, request. And especially since this guy is looking at what he's doing and he sees he's clearly not cooking or doing anything. So, I mean, the reasons for exchanging Gail for Jesse, it's not a good reason. And they know that. And then after that, Walter literally lied to him on the phone. And he knew the truth. Like, we already guessed that. He was aware of what was going on. So for him to show up, Walter's like, is that some sort of message? And he's like, I'm just supporting the community. No. There was a message in there. Like, I know what's happening.
Like I said, it wouldn't be less subtle if he would done, I know that you lied to me in my face on my phone. Don't try ever again.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to keep it polite because, I mean, I don't think it's his style to throw at the person his anger or his suspicions and stuff. It's like, if you're lying...
a passive-active kind of person.
Passive-aggressive?
Yeah, so in your face is gonna be all sweet and all nice, but in your back he's gonna just grab his gun and shoot you in your guts.
He keeps professional, but if you cross him, you know for sure he's gonna deal with you. But he's not gonna tell you it's him. Like,
he would cut all business in the front and party in the back.
He doesn't tell you it's him. He expects you to understand that. I mean, that's his job. That's what he's gonna do, and I mean, you should just accept it because you were aware of what he could do. You crossed him. It's your fault. But I mean,
it is sort of family. But why, Gus? Why? I expected you to understand that that's my job to assure my business. It's your own damn fault.
But I mean, it's the same
thing.
We
had a contract. We had a deal.
He told that cartel, don't touch Walter White. And they still tried. So he went and said, okay, I'm protecting my employees. I'm doing my job. If I don't want you to touch Walter White, so go after Hank. But when someone calls him out on it, he's lying. Because, I mean, he still needs to keep face.
I never told him anything.
That scares me for the future because you know that Walter and Jesse attract trouble. Jesse attracts trouble, Pinkman. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. Eventually, they'll have to face Gus. I'm very scared of what he's gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna work with him for long. I hope they do because as long as they are under his wing, they are protected, but we just saw that he's not above sending the killers after other members of the family. Like, Hank, I didn't want anything bad to happen to him, and it's because of Gus that happened, so...
Unfortunately. Oh my god, that was so funny when JC was the blowfish. Again.
He's just passing time. Like, for him, it's not stressful because he's actually happy about this situation. It's karma for him. Which, I gotta say, like, a lot of people online are like, oh, Jesse lovers and stuff. As much as we might freak out over Jesse because we enjoy, I enjoy Aaron Paul's acting a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
And the way his character has been fleshed out and the way he's presented to us, I really enjoy just following him and supporting him. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that I cannot disagree with certain things he does. And in this episode, I did.
For every character in the show, technically, we try to be the devil advocate.
Yeah.
And to try to
look at both sides.
We always on both sides of the coin for every single decision. For example, we both agree that Jesse was part fault for what happened to him technically for all the previous seasons. But mostly because of Walter, he went through a lot of shits.
Yeah, Walter pushed him through this.
Yeah.
With Hank, the situation is a bit difficult because we both know that Hank was at his rope's end, you know? He was so stressed out, and I mean, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, you know? That was too much, and he just... And the thing is, he actually agreed that it was too much. He actually said, I have a problem. I shouldn't have done that.
I want to say, though, with Marie, when she said that they should have arrest Jesse right away, yes, maybe, but if they had done that, their case would have been down the track because they would have not respected procedure. No, listen me out. the procedure would have been completely trapped because they would not have respected.
I know
and
that.
they would have lost the case.
I know. I was about to say we shouldn't really take her seriously in that situation because she's too stressed out to think clearly. In her mind, they are responsible for him not having his gun, for him being stressed out, for him crying on her shoulder right before it happened, for every little thing he went through, and she's been hurting for him a lot recently. And now he almost died, and he could still die. Like, he's in danger, and he couldn't defend himself, and all the shit that happened to him, it fell on her, and it was too much. She's been, sharing that load a little bit recently, and now she couldn't, so she pushed it on the people that were closest to her.
Don't hit her cat, please.
He jumps
Don't
in
try
front
to be
of us.
angry with Jesse, please.
But anyway, so I mean, she even blamed Walter, and which was really funny because we know that technically he is
the one
responsible.
at fault.
Like, out of all of them,
part of the problem. Yeah.
no, but out of all of them, he is the most at fault. He's not the one who shot him, but that's the thing. With Breaking Bad, we can throw the blame around a lot. Like, like the plane last season.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, the father made the mistake. It's true, but he wouldn't have been in that situation if his daughter didn't take drugs, and if Walter hadn't, let her die, and she wouldn't have, in that position if she hadn't taken drugs, and she wouldn't have taken drugs if Jesse hadn't pushed her down that hole with her by using in front of her. The blame goes to everyone. Everyone is responsible, and that's really realistic if you think about it. But it's even more intense in that show because everything goes back to Walter. And he knows it. It's just that he's gotten very good at not acknowledging the guilt.
Yep.
He pushes it onto others, or he tries to justify.
I think that may be the end of the series, like in season 5, last episode is gonna finally accept
I did it all. It's my
accept
fault.
that he was at fault for the whole time.
I don't know. I don't know where they're taking us. Like, I have an idea that something's gonna happen with Gus. Like, they're not gonna stay hidden there and be safe. There's gonna be repercussions with Gus. There's gonna be repercussions with Hank once he comes out. That Skyler won't let that go. Right now, it looks like she really appreciated the support that Walter gave the family. Like, she was aware that he was still dealing on the side, like he was taking calls and stuff, and she knew what he was doing. But for him to come back and just take care of the family, and the story about I enjoyed being with my family because you never know what could happen, it touched her a lot. Like, recently she's been questioning her decisions to push him away a lot.
She might go back, you think?
I don't know. Right now she's at a standstill where she thinks that she's feeling free with Ted, whereas she feels trapped with Walter. But when she's with Ted, she started feeling guilty about being with him because of everything that Walter did and because of why he did it, because it was for the family, for her and the kids, and she appreciates that. So that's the thing. She still loves Walter, and she still loves the reasons why he did it, but she doesn't accept the ways he did that. But also she's feeling guilty that he had to put himself through this, like that he thought he had to do this for them. So maybe she's feeling guilty that he's destroying himself, he's destroying his reputation, his future. Well, he doesn't really have a future because he still has cancer, but still. She is a turmoil of guilt and confusion and questioning. And in this episode, I felt like she was opening more to... She was close to Walter a lot because she appreciated the support.
Yeah.
It was needed. Like, everyone was down and Walter was the only one actually, taking action. So, felt nice. He's going back to the lab next episode probably. And, I mean, I hope it goes well. But we both know that he's going to bring back the fact that Tuco was the twins' cousin. That it's probably their fault. Gus is not going to let that go. The story is gonna keep on getting bad and bad and bad.
Alright.
I'm glad he's alive though. I'm glad Hank is alive. I hope he pulls out.
He survived, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he will survive. Like, they would have killed him this episode if he didn't. If he dies eventually, it's not gonna be because of that problem.
It wanna be something new for you. Let us think that a character is fine, and the next episode or couple of episodes next you kill him or her right off.
I don't think he will die of that. The doctors literally said it was okay. It's not like a TV show about the hospital, He's gonna be okay, I think. Right now, he's gonna be okay. So let's hope he gets better. Like, I want him to get out of that hospital eventually. But I'm scared for the future. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is already up on Patreon. The link is in the description.
So go click and subscribe. And if you don't wanna, the next one will be up on YouTube.
Another day.
Another day.
What was it? It was 8, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow on YouTube. So see you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.